Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel Future Things. So in this video, we are going to see all about W3 schools quizzes. So in this quizzes, we are going to see about a HTML quiz. In this video, I'm going to take this HTML quiz and solving all the bits and explaining you briefly about each and every bit and how we are answering those bits. So basically, this is W3 Schools, which is an web developer website where we have all types of contents related to HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SQL, Python, and PHP, Bootstrap. And there's so many lot of things you can learn from this website. And this website is very cool website, which is having also a Trident editor where we can edit or like practice things at that particular instant only by this online website. So online. Website which is WSP schools is also providing some quizzes and exercises and examples also. So basically you can test by using these quizzes how much skills you are having in particular concept like that. So here is about some quizzes will have for 50 or 40 or 25 is there so many for 25 to 40 questions for each quiz contents. For each and every correct answer you will get 1 point. At the end of the quiz you will get total score, like how many points you got from the entire 40 questions you will get 40 or for 40 questions you get 30 marks, like that you will get a scorecard at the end of the quiz. So also if you finish the things along with the scorecard, you will also have the correct answers list where you can check the answers what you have answered and what is the correct answer for the particular thing. So this in this video we are going to take this HTML quiz which is having 40 questions covering the basics of HTML. Before getting started into to this quiz, I want to mention one single point, that is if you haven't subscribed to my channel till yet, please subscribe and click the bell icon below. By clicking the bell icon you should select an option called as all. So clicking bell icon is very most important thing while subscribing, because if you haven't subscribed, if you already subscribed but you haven't clicked on bell icon, then you will got to know you not get any updates related to our channels or videos like that. Only if you click the bell icon you will get update from our like latest videos or latest concepts we are dealing with. So our channel is providing so many tutorials related to HTML, SQL, and CSS, Java, Query, Bootstrap, and Linux and tutorials, command lines, and Microsoft Azure tutorials. AZ 900 you can easily clear if you go through this playlist, and web developer type of things like VS Code, Visual Studio Code, and so all these IDEs like shortcut keys and installing things and tech related tips and what is it, JavaScript things and CSS things and so many things we are going to do in this channel. We are giving interview related questions and answers for different types of big data things and all different types of interview tips we are going, also giving questions which are asked in different companies. You can go through our channel, you can find a lot of stuff which is useful for you. So once check out all the playlist and what videos we are doing and subscribe to our channel, click the bell icon. So this is the one thing I have to mention. Let's get started into our concept, which is related to HTML quiz I'm going to do in this video. So don't miss any part. Each and every bit is very important. While dealing with the bit, I'm going to cover this some small concepts also. So take this quiz, and while taking quizzes you will have answers in a jumbled form. If you are doing parallelly along with me by opening this particular site, then you will be got confused. The options may be in a jumbled form, so without any confusion you can select the correct answers from that. Only that can be done by only if you know the concept behind that particular bit. So listen to this video without skipping any part. So even if you got ads between, don't skip. Okay, let's get started. So here is the first question for that. What is the HTML stand for? We all know what is HTML stand for. This is a hypertext markup language, right? Which is having hyperlinks, which is a markup language which is created by using tags, that is called as markup language. So this is an language which is understandable by the browser, like what type of content should be displayed on a web page, that can be done by this HTML. So HTML stands for hypertext markup language. Next, go to the next bit. So I'm going in a quick manner because it is time consuming. I have to go through the 40 bits in this particular video only. So I'm going little bit faster. If you want to get the things lower format, you can uh, choose the playback speed in 2.x, like 1.5 like that. So below the one, like 0.5 or 0.25, you can set like that. What is the making of web standard? Who is making web standard? For web standard is making by the World Wide Web consortium is setting the web standards of this HTML should be in the standard like that. Not a Microsoft one, not a Google or Mozilla. This is a WWWC, that is WWC. This is a, they are setting standards of web standards. Basically This bit is related to HTML elements. Most of the bits related to HTML is nothing but elements, right? So HTML elements for used for largest heading. So we have for heading H1 to H6 tag. There is no header tag or heading tag. We'll have from H1 to H6 the small largest to smallest kind of things. For the largest tag, we will go for the H1 tag. Next, we have the correct HTML element for inserting a break line. Everyone knows like break line will be inserted by BR tag. No, there is no break tag or LB tag. That's a BR tag. So for inserting a line break. And next, what's the correct HTML for adding a background color? For adding background color, there is no tag like background color, or we don't have any attribute like BG for that. We'll have only styling. This is nothing. Background color is nothing but styles, right? CSS styles can be applied in three types. That is the inline style, external, and those type of things. So this is a inline for the HTML. Only with the HTML you will go for the inline styling, right? For the style attribute, you can specify the property and the value. That's a background color, yellow color. That is correct answer for the styling background color with the HTML. And next, we'll choose the correct HTML element to define important text. For defining any important text in the HTML, we go with the strong tag because to make that particular text will be in a strong format. There is no tag like important or B tag or I. I is for italic type of things and B is for bold. So there is a strong tag that is to make it an important or highlighted thing. We use this strong tag there. So next bit is related to HTML element. We use to define and emphasize the text. For emphasize text, we use the EM tag, which is used to create emphasize the text. There's a EM tag. There is no italic or E tag used for emphasize the text. And next, they're asking for creating a hyperlink. What's the correct? They are giving so many links, but which is the correct? For having we have creating hyperlinks. That should be a H different attribute should be there for the links to create a correct hyperlink. There is no name attribute for a or without attributes, without having href the link will not be worked, right? So there is no url attribute. The href is the attribute only used to create a hyperlink. So this is the correct answer. If it is in a jumble format, make sure that you are selecting this particular option. This is the only the correct answer here. Next, we have ninth bit, which character is used to indicate an end tag. For ending tag, we have this slash tag. For in some bits like input, we use this tag. There should be an end tag like closing angular bracket. Here in the options, you can see there is no closing angular bracket. It is an open angular bracket which is used to create a first tag, opening tag, or start tag. For the end tag, you can use this character. Say so. Next, for the 10th bit, you can how can you open a link in a new tab or browser window? So for opening a new tab in a new window, we have this links like href href, which is used for tags. That's a URL you have to mention, and for the target is attribute to specify where your window should be opened. It should be in the parent tag only or self window only, or it should be in another window that can be described by using this target tag. That's a target blank. This is the correct option for that. There is no value like new for this target property. So correct option is that one. And 11th bit, which of the following these elements are all table elements. So related to table are trtd. So this is a table kind of things. Let's check the other bits, other options also. Head tag will be there and body tag is not a table tag. And here you can see a foot and table, and head tag is not a table tag, so you can eliminate these two bits. And table tr and tt tag is there is no longer tt tag. We'll have a table data and table row and table. These are the only all that related to table tags. The option one is the correct. And next 12 bit, inline elements are normally displayed without starting a new line. Yes, inline elements you should be in that line only. For example, you can have span element. If you are getting a span tag, that should be in that line only. It doesn't take a new line. So the statement is true. You can give the true option. And next we also a number list. For creating a number list, you have this order list tag. So we should be on ordered only. So that's a OL tag. We have other tag that is a unordered list tag, which is used to create unordered list. So bulleted list or any comes under this unordered list only, where we have to give the stylings further. That is like bullet tags or small square boxes or circles. Like you can give any type of stylings for that. That is comes under this unordered list only, UL tag. And next, we have this correct HTML for making a checkbox. For creating a checkbox, you should go for input type only, right? So input tag we use it, but type should be a checkbox. This is option is not correct, and checkbox no tags of like checkbox or check like that. So option is the input is equal to checkbox. And next we have also correct HTML for making a text input field. So for making a text input field, you should give type is equal to text. There is no tag like text input or a input type should be not be a text field. There should be only text. By that you can create a text input field there in the input form elements. So what is the correct HTML for making a drop down list? For getting drop down list, one should go with the select tag where we have these options for that. Where we for the options by using options tag, you can give the list in the drop down. There is no type list like that or any drop down list like that for the input elements. And next. The correct HTML for making a text area. For making a text area, you will have this tag called as a text area. Text area tag is there in the HTML. So without using input type as a text area, we can directly use this text area. So next bit is related to HTML elements for inserting an image. For inserting an image, there is no image tag. We have this img tag. So that should be the you should know the attributes for that img. There should be two attributes that is like a source and a alt. Where source is the what image should be displayed at that place. You should give the source of that particular image and also the alternate text for that. If the image is not displayed at the particular instant, you said give some alternate message instead of that particular image. It may be of internet issues or any other issues or image path may be wrong. So at the time that the alternate text may be displayed, there is no attributes like href like that for the image tag, and without source tag you can't give an any image, right? So answer is this first one. You can you should check that image tag will be img and should have two attributes, that is a source and alternative text will be there. Alternative text is also not a mandatory one, but you should have the source tag at every time we're displaying the image. Next, what is the correct HTML for inserting a background image? For inserting a background image comes under the CSS thing only, where we go for inline CSS styling. We're using the style attribute only in the body tag or whatever the element will be, style attribute used for that background image and should give the URL of the particular image that should display as a background. So this option is will be correct. There is no BG attribute there, the image attribute will be there like that. So next bit is related to iframe. So iframes basically are used to create a web page within a web page. Yes, they are used to display a web page within a web page. That statement is true. We can go with the true option there. So next, I think I'm a bit fast. So I think you are covering up with me. If I am fast, please make your video slow. Should be played in slow so that you can catch up with me. So next HTML comments start with these tags like angular bracket is open and exclamation mark, two dashes, and some text will be there, and after two dashes and angular bracket will be closed. So yes, this is the syntax for having comments. So the statement is true. You can go with the true answer. Next, they're asking for block elements are normally displayed without starting a new line. Yes, block elements will start a new line, but they're telling without the statement is false. So you can see inline elements should without taking a new line, inline elements will be displayed. But coming to block elements is a very contrast to the inline element. That should take a new line, not like an inline element. So the statement is false. That will take a new line without starting a new line. That is wrong statement. So statement is false. And next we have this HTML element defines the title of an element. So for defining a title of element, we should use title tag. That should be under the head tag or meta tag only. But to define a title of an document, you should go with the title tag only. Title tag is the answer for that. And next, which HTML attribute specifies an alternate text for an image if the image is can't be displayed? So if images can't be displayed, maybe of internet browser or image path may be wrong. So I have discussed right in the previous bit. We should use this alternate attribute where should you give some alternate text related to that image. We can give some text so that the client will understand what image that is, even if it is not loaded, right? So this is the alt tag, alt attribute we use for the image tag. Next, doc type is current for HTML5. Which doc type is current for any type of any version of HTML? We use this syntax will be same. That is angular bracket open and exclamation mark doc type HTML. This tells that the document is of HTML type to the browser, so the browser will understand that is of HTML type like that. Any version that syntax may be correct, similar only. So next we'll have bit related to HTML element used to specify footer for an document or session. For defining a footer, you should have the footer tag. For any document or session, we have this footer thing. Footer tag is there to specify the footer. And next in HTML, you can embed SVG elements directly into the web page. Yes, you can embed SVG elements in the HTML page. The statement is true. You can embed those type of things there. Next, what is the correct element for displaying video files? Coming in the latest version of HTML5, we have added features like this video and audio, some type of things to display in your web pages. You can embed by using this video files can be using this video tag. And similarly for the audio also you can yeah you got the bit right. So next, so for playing audios or anything in HTML, you have this audio tag. So by using video or audio tags, you can embed these HTML elements in your page. And next, what bit is read to HTML global attribute, that is a content editable. So yes, content is editable or not, we can define by using this global HTML attribute, that is content editable. This is update the service, no. Specify the content menu for the element. The menu appears when the right clicks on no. This thing is wrong. Return to the position of the first round occurrence of the content in suggesting no. Specify whether the content of an element should be editable or not. Yes, content editable. That should be editable or not. That should be specified by using this global HTML attribute. That's content editable. Next, we have HTML on blur and on focus. So these kind of things can be seen in jQuery, like event attributes. We have this event type of things like these are the thing, but event attributes not a HTML elements, no on blur, no not a HTML element, and style attributes are not these kind of things. These are the event attributes, like when the keyboard is pressed, for example in some forms when you are in the particular field that should be on focus, right? So this is the event when the user is doing something or reacting with the web page, interacting with the web page, then these events will be happen. There's nothing but event attributes. You will got to know more about these things if you go to the playlist called as jQuery in my YouTube channel. You will got to know what are the events we have. I have explained in a clear format. You can just go through the jQuery tutorials in our YouTube channel. So this bit is related to graphics SVG, in which format. So in the HTML graphics SVG is in the XML format. This is also a markup language, is an extended markup language, what we can all call as. So next, canvas. You have this canvas tag in HTML, which is basically used for drawing the graphics, not for dragging elements or not for displaying table records or for manipulating. This is not a skill related thing. This is just to draw the graphics. We use these things for drawing the graphics. We use these canvas elements. In HTML, which attribute used to specify that input field must be filled out. So for filling out the HTML field, what we use means required attribute should be used to make that particular field should be filled out or not. So not a placeholder, not a validate, and form validate. No. Next, which input type defines the slider control? For defining a slider control, we should go with the range. For example, for 0 to 10 will be the range. Then we can give the slider from to range between that. For that purpose, we go for the input type should be range for that, for creating such kind of sliders. Next, which HTML element is used to display scalar measurement with that range? For creating a scalar measurement with range, we go for meter tag. For this meter tag, you can achieve that particular thing. Next, which HTML defines a navigation link. For defining a navigation link in the HTML, we have this nav tag. There is no navigation tag and there is no navigation or navigate things. In the Bootstrap, you can see there are different types of classes for this navigation, like navigation, bar, nav bar, nav default. Like there's so many things, but in HTML, we have this nav tag. And next, in the aside is nothing but a semantic tag. If you can go through on our YouTube channel, we have done HTML5 crash course where we have done a videos on semantic tags, where have aside tag and all. There are so many tags other than normal tags in HTML, which are used to divide the web page. Should be displayed in the contents like footer part, header part, aside tag, and middle. So like that, they design the web page in a parts like that. So this is basically to content aside from the page content only. There is no navigation list or like that other information. So these are not the correct options. The aside tag is only to page layout only. So which is used to specify header for the documentation. Similarly, for we have seen for footer like things, a footer tag will be that. Like similar for header, we have this header tag. So this is the option header tag we can use specify a header for the document or section. So that's all, we have completed 40 bits here. Let's see the results of those. As you can see the result, like 40 of photo we are 100% and perfect. Time spent is 15 minutes only. So there are 40 bits, we have taken less than 30 seconds for each and every bit. So that is the perfect efficiency I have with the HTML. Similarly, you should be at that range only. So if you want to take that quiz again, if you got less marks, you can try again. And if you are good at enough, you are satisfied with your score, then you can go back to quizzes and you can take other concept quiz. Or if you want to check the answers, you can also go and check the answers there. So this is the result which I got. And if you want to check the answers there, you can check your answers. You can also click on that. You can see 100% correct out of 20 and 20 how much percent they will tell you. And next, what are the bits? If you have given any wrong answer, they will tell you the correct answer there. But now I have given all the answers is correct. All these are in green color. You can also check like what you have answered and what is any wrong answers you have given. What be the correct answer there? So that's all for today. If you like this video, give a big thumbs up below. If you have any doubts regarding to any concept, feel free to comment in the comment section. I will definitely answer to your comments. And that's all for today. And share these videos to your friends. Don't forget to share. If your friends are also in your batchmates or friends or colleagues, anyone in the learning stage of HTML, these quizzes will help them to learn the basic concepts related to HTML. Taking practice related to basic things will help you to achieve more, and that will encourage you by taking these kind of quizzes. You will be more enthusiastic to learn more kind of such things. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give a big thumbs up video, and don't forget to comment any suggestions also. If you want to take me to any quiz other than this HTML, feel free to comment in the comment section. So definitely I will got to know, acknowledge me like how I am explaining. Like if you told me anything, I will be that will be boost up to me to give more content related to these things. I will got to know which you are liking, which concepts or delivery you are liking, or you can give suggestions to produce what kind of videos in further, like what can I do much like that. So feel free to comment in the comment section, make a use of comment box like that to communicate with me. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.